So luckily, the thermostat housing bolts are coming out very nicely. They weren't even that stuck in there, so that might give us a good, I don't know, good omen to those valve cover bolts too. Alright, let's get these guys out, get the rest of the coolant drained. One bolt. There's two bolts. Now let's see here. Let the rest of that stuff drain out. Awesome. Now, there might be a lot behind this thermostat since the jiggle pin is on top, so I'm going to be really careful about taking it out. Using a little pry bar action here. Boop. Get ready for waterfall. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Sweet. Awesome, I'm happy about that. Set thermostat aside. And you can just plug this hole with a paper towel to avoid any debris getting in there. So we're ready to remove our radiator. Oh, by the way, don't forget to disconnect your cooling fans. I already popped the connectors out. One connector is here and a similar one on the other side. So from the top, I'm going to use some long needle nose pliers to get this clamp off the top hose. You can even try to lock this clamp in place so it stays open for you. If you can get that nib to get pressed on there. I'm sure there's a special tool for this. But we're just gonna have to make do here. Come on. There you go, see? Stay. Slide that up. This hose should be able to free it up by hand. Maybe a little seize down here. Get a little 90-degree pick and just try to go around it. Get this rubber unstuck. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There you go. Nice. So that's good. A couple of 12mm nuts up here. One, two. These radiator supports off. Now, if we did all of our homework, the whole unit should come up without too much drama. Alright, so I'll grab it in the middle here. 1-2 barbecue, right, Eric? I know Eric's gonna be watching this series. Set that guy aside. That's what I'm talking about. Now we have some awesome working room. So next step will be to get these accessory belts off, the actual accessories, and keep tearing her down. Alright, let's get some of these accessories off. First, this alternator belt. There we go. It's one belt. Now I guess we can remove the whole unit here. Just another 12. It's just nice to work when things are out of the way. Alright. Oh, there goes the washer. And our whole alternator should just slide right out. Sweet. Alright, next let's do the power steering pump. So you see what I mean when it's easier when things are out of the way. Now we can easily unplug our crankshaft position sensor. There you go. Our oil pressure, our coolant temperature. So that whole harness is going to come off with the manifold, so that's going to be good. Now this power steering pump, we got 12mm bolts. There's one, there's two up here, and the third one is down here. So undo those and swing it out of the way. Once you get those 3 bolts off, the whole power steering pump can move on over and clear up some more working room. Next up, the air conditioning compressor. See, these bolts have Loctite on them, so that's why they come out a little hard, but no big deal. Tight. Alright, we'll let the compressor charge up a little bit. Man, it's a tough one. Let's try the next one over. A little swivel action over here. Look at that. Come on, Nano. No, let's get a breaker bar. Oh man, those are tight in there. Jeez. There's one. See how much easier it is with the alternator out? You won't save much time by leaving it in. Then you'll get so frustrated you'll take it out anyways. Ugh. Your little Scotty Kilmer trick. And good to go. That's out. That guy down there. Out. And last but not least, the guy in the front. And that's how we can get around that belt without using any special tools. Oh, it comes right off, no big deal. And our AC compressor is free to migrate, so we'll swing that over when the time comes. What's next? I guess disconnect a couple of these fuel lines and get this intake manifold off of here. Alright, just a couple more things left to disconnect for this manifold to come off. The EGR pipe, usually I just unbolt it right from the manifold here. It's a 22 millimeter nut. Once you break it loose, it should come out without too much resistance. And then the pipe itself, you can kind of bend it back just a little bit. We'll undo it from the head later. Then this brake booster hose, just a little clamp, you can even just pull it off, get that out of the way. Let's see here. We got evap line and one fuel hose, and if you don't want to mess with the quick connect, you can just undo the little Phillips screw and pull it off of this pulsation damper. Okay. Almost forgot. There are two coolant hoses on this throttle body. This upper one. Take that clip off. And then there's the bottom one right here. So I'll disconnect those as well. Alright, our intake manifold is ready to come off. I got all 8 bolts out of here. It's loose. We have to disconnect our electrical connector, so it's a big bulkhead connector here. Let's see here. Should, I don't know which side comes out here. Okay, that guy should come right out. Okay, there we go. So this bulkhead connector actually slides off sideways after it lifting up on that little tang. No big deal, so that'll stay with the intake manifold. We don't have to take this bracket out because it goes like all the way under there. Pain in the butt. Alright, here we go. One more hose. Boom. Looks like the PCV valve there. Okay. Now it looks like it wants to come off. Unless, oh, I forgot there's a knock sensor connector in here. That's what we forgot. Carefully undo that. Alright. Okay. Nice. Now we're going to take a look at our intake valve guides, make sure those are good. Those look fine. The intake gasket gets messed up during this process, so take that off. Look at our valve guides, good. And let's see, that looks good, and that one looks also good. Okay, nice. So, look at that flat 4, beauty. Now we can get to the fun part, get these valve covers off. So now, to clear some room to work on the valve covers, we have to pick the engine up a little bit and then shift it right or left depending on which side we're doing. So I guess we'll do the driver's side first since that's our problem child. We have to get this dog bone off of here. So just get an impact and a 14 millimeter. And it's going to be a long video series, huh? Just in time for Christmas. Sweet. So I'll take this bolt out. At least it hit the floor, right? Just pick this guy up and shove the bolt right through here and keep everything together. So now, won't be a problem. Let's go underneath. I'm going to loosen up these engine mounts. Easy enough, just a couple nuts. Same on the other side. Also a washer in there, so a washer and a nut. Now we'll be able to jack the engine up and move it as we please. Now we have a floor jack under the oil pan. And start coming up. Alright, so it's clear. Now we can move it to the side a little bit. Get some working room. You don't have too much room to move it, but just enough. Like that. Should be alright. Now this valve cover is further away from the frame rail, and we can hopefully get all these valve cover bolts out. So obviously first we're going to try just a 10 millimeter, and we'll just cross our fingers and hopefully most of these will come out. Alright, so the top ones, all three, got loose easy. Now let's try these guys. Very nice. We got one. Get a good grip on these. Oh, that one's gonna be tough. And then number 3. Wow, okay, we got lucky on the corner. Maybe the coil did the trick, I don't know. Let's try this guy. Nope. It's going to round the head right off. So this guy, I guess we could try heating it a bit. We could with a propane torch or something, and if that doesn't bust loose, then I'll show you the Pine Hollow special trick. Just because I was impatient, I'm going to try all the ones on this side. Hooray! Sweet! Alright. Nice. So we only have that one bolt that's messed up. No problem. Yeah, these top ones, they're usually good. Alright, that's good. Nice. So let's get that one bolt out using the special trick. Alright, step one, take an angle grinder and grind this bolt, get just a clean surface on it. So see how that's nice and shiny? Now we're going to get our MIG welder out. Let's hook that up and start welding. Alright, so turn our welder on. We got our negative clamp on one of the exhaust studs close to the welding area. And now we're just going to weld on a bead onto this bolt. And let's see. And you have to do it in steps, let it cool, and weld some more. Just like that. That's looking better than the first one. Make it nice and fat. Alright, let's try that. So now we take our Craftsman bolt extractor kit. So it's kind of fluted sockets that grip anything, and I've had good luck with them. So we're going to try to find an appropriate one. Let's see if we can grip this welded piece. Now the heat from the welder should help to break that bond. I see in that case it chewed it up a little bit, so go to the next smaller one. Number 6, number 4. Let's try this guy. So that's what I'm saying. It's a good thing the corner stud wasn't broken off. Now if none of them work, you can always weld a little more on. Let's see. Number 7 fit on there. Try number 7. Once it gets a good bite, see the dust falling? You should be in good shape here. Yep, there it comes. And that's how you get a valve cover bolt out. On the last Subaru I did on a 2006 Outback, I had to do this process to 6 out of the 12 bolts. I got pretty handy at it. Fortunately, this one we just had 1 bolt stuck, but it's good enough to demonstrate. And spin it out by hand. Remember, it could be toasty. Nice. Oh, so crusty. The wonders of corrosion made possible by road salt. See, it's still coming out tight. There we go. Come on, come on. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. You see the rust on there? It was rusted right in the aluminum valve cover, so we'll need to take a drill and clean that hole out before putting our new bolts in. But not too bad. 1 out of 12.